when you tie that soul and you walk back down, do not look back. Do not look back. Don't look back at all.
Why?
Because apparently if you look back, you might see him.
So we got the different salahs there, and let's see you try to read them out loud.
So you have Fajr, Dawn, Duhur or Zuhur, which is noon, Asr, afternoon, Maghrib, sunset, Isha, night, Jummah. Instead of Duhur on Friday. What does that mean then?
Duhur.
Duhur.
So
What does that
Friday,
mean?
Instead of doing Duhur at home, you go to the mosque and you do it all in congregation, and it's Friday Jummah.
Ah, interesting.
Do you get it?
Okay. And that's the rakat.
So yeah, so the Fajr, the obligatory one, that's one you have to do. So for Fajr, it's 2. You have to do 2 rakats. So going down, that's 1 rakat.
Okay, yeah.
So Fajr is 2, Dhuhr is 4, Asr is 4, Maghrib is 3, and Isha is 4. And then you can do Witr after, which is, again, the 4 is the fuzz, isn't it?
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so as a Hindu, how strong is your faith?
How strong is my faith?
Yeah.
My faith is strong, but I feel like I fall more into the spiritual side of the religion. So the good thing about the religion is that you have the faith and it intertwines with spirituality a lot. So it's like, obviously it's good to pray, don't get it twisted, and it's good to kind of do the religious kind of prayers and pujas when needed.
Yeah.
So for example, when people pass, the best thing to do is to do that ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do that ritual. It's so good to do the ritual, and you can't lack. The priest comes in the house, and you have to do a ritual. Same way like when my uncle passed recently, we did crazy ritual, but it was so good. Yeah, and let me tell you what. This is one of the most realest stories ever. So in our faith, in our religion for Hinduism, when someone passes, you do a ritual which ties their soul to a certain specific place so that the soul isn't roaming. Now, when you tie that soul to a specific place, the soul, as I said, isn't roaming, and it's not going anywhere in the world, and it's not wild, it's not chaotic, it's just there, but it's still on earth. So that person that passed, like my uncle, for example, he was still on earth, basically. And it's strange because you can feel him. It was in my back garden. We tied him to the tree in my back garden.
You tied your uncle's soul to a tree.
Yeah, like it wasn't his body, his physical body that had a different process to it, but his soul, and we did that through puja. So we had a priest that came in, or a pundit, that's what we call him, a pundit, came into the house, did some crazy long prayer, and then we did some ritual where there's like milk and there's food and there's water, and we put it outside with this soul binding thing that they tied to the tree. I don't know what it was, but they tied it to the tree, and one thing they said when you tie that soul and you walk back down, do not look back. Do not look back. Don't look back at all.
Why?
Because apparently if you look back, you might see him. And if you see him, then it's an evil eye. Then it's his soul is unhappy.
What if I'm looking from afar?
He's unhappy.
Like you do all that.
Yeah.
And if I'm just sitting in the window and I look
You don't look. So it's the men. It's the men that do it. No. The men that do it, and then the women sit inside. Now after you do that, right? I think you do it a couple times. You do it maybe like for one day. You do it, and then the next day you go again, and I think you replenish his food and stuff. And then you say, all right, now it's your time to go. So you've tied him there for a day, so at least the soul isn't thingy. And the only reason why is because you have to do another puja, right? So then you do another puja, and then you go back up to him, and you're like, all right, chach, like, oh, I got an uncle, can't lie, time to go now.
In a bit.
But then, in a bit, basically. And then, so when you walk down, this was crazy.
Yeah.
I remember my dad. I've never seen my dad. Obviously, it's my dad's brother. But I've never seen my dad so invested in the religion. Because it's part of the religion, isn't it? It's part of the ritual.
Your dad's brother?
My dad's brother, yeah. But I've never seen my dad so invested to the point where I think me and my brother were just banging like low-key jokes. And the only reason we're banging jokes, listen, it sounds mad, but it's a coping mechanism for us. Like, bro, our uncle just passed, in it. Like, it was a bit mad. Like, we actually saw his body. Like, I saw his body. Like, I never saw that my uncle just dead. Like, it was very weird, innit? So that, but obviously, like, the emotions was like just the way me and my brother kind of cope with it. We bang jokes, we kind of look at each other and just laugh and stuff because like it's our only coping mechanism. It's how we do it. It's not in no disrespectful way, but we do it. But my dad switched and he was like, "Do not look back. Do not look back." And then basically when we're there,
is it tempting
Hmm?
Isn't that tempting?
Oh, it's very tempting. I really
It's
wanted
like-
to look back. I really want to be like, I'd be like, well, I got no, but I was scared to look back. But what they were saying is, when you look back, you're gonna see something you don't want to see, and you could be haunted for life. Like there's evil when you do that. So don't look back because you're meant to keep them in peace, innit? So then the women are in the house, and the women are looking. The women are basically facing. So imagine, okay, I'll give you a prime example. This is the door. So you're the door, right? You're the door.
Yeah.
See, Zan is where the door is, right? This is the men. We've tied my uncle at the back here. So that sounds mad. My uncle's soul in the back here. So this are the men. We knock on the door, and the women are facing that way as well, but they're inside the house,
Yeah.
right? And you know when we knock, we say, "Oh, hello, it's Chacha," like it's Chacha, right? It's your family, and I'm trying to get into the house. It's kind of a way of the soul saying, "Oh, all right, like I don't really want to go yet, but let me leave the house." And the women go, "Oh, is it Chacha? No, not yet, not today. Like you're not coming in the house." And then you knock 3 times. So you knock 3 times, and you do it, and it's really, bro, it's crazy. You do it, knock, 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 and then they say, okay, then you say your name. So you 3 times, each person, so that there's me, my brother, all the uncles that were there, my dad, there was probably like 5 people, yeah?
Yeah.
We line up in a row, and we knock 3 times, and we say, Cha-cha, they say no. Cha-cha, no. Cha-cha, no. It's Neil? Oh, okay, yes. And then they open the door for us. And then we walk in the house, they shut the door, and we continue facing that way. And we just stay there.
Okay.
And then it goes to my, sorry. And then, so we go through the door, we step in the house, we shut the door, we don't look, we shut the door, and we stay here. And then we wait for everyone else, all the uncles to do it. And then after that, we eat. That's our ritual prayer. So now we believe now the soul's got done. After we do that, the soul's gone. Bro, day after, yeah, let me tell you something. At that time when my uncle's soul was tied to the tree, there was no living organisms at all there.
Was it
There
in your
wasn't-
garden, by the way?
In my garden.
Yeah.
My apple tree.
Yeah.
It was my apple tree. There was no birds, bro. You know that tree used to be bustling. That tree used to have a lot of birds there. Pigeons, bro, all sparrows, all types of birds. Bro, them 2 days there was no birds. No birds, yeah. In the morning about 6 a.m, the day after, in the morning about 6 a.m, my mum calls me, like calling everyone down. Guys, come look outside. Look outside, yeah? Family of about 5 to 6 magpies, bro. They're all fighting, they're all playing, fighting, chilling. Family of magpies, couple pigeons, couple sparrows, hella birds. 1 tree, bro. And usually birds, yeah, they don't like to, like different types of birds don't like to be around each other because they think they're gonna take their food and stuff. And bear in mind, like my mum gives bread to the pigeons, innit? You see that one big pigeon in my garden.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna that. But what I'm saying is, yeah, but we have that in it, bro. We didn't bring no food out. There's no food because obviously like we just tied my soul to the uncle's soul to the tree, and that's we didn't bring no food. We don't think about feeding no pigeon. It's a family of 5 magpies there. Now they say that it takes a while. It takes like 30 days or 90 days until the soul really, really goes, right? After them 30 days, or 90 days, I forgot what it is. This is so bad, I should know. But after that, they do another puja. After that puja, bro, the day after, bear in mind, every day the magpies were coming. Magpies, bro. Like the bird, which is black and then white, like those birds, they were coming, bro. We never see that many magpies. You see 1 or 2. It's a whole family of 5. That day, the day after our last final puja, that was like the big send-off. The day after, the magpies, gone.
They all went.
And the same thing happened to Arvin's
So what are the
grandmother as
magpies
well.
representing?
Magpies represent him.
All of them.
Yeah, essentially him. They're representing his life, that he was still there, like he was still there for the 30. But the good thing we believe is that he's not there in bad spirit. He's there in good spirit. Do you know what I mean? Like he's there and he's like, oh, like sometimes we just chilling in the garden. Magpie pulls up. I'm like, oh, why go on, Chacha? No, he's in. He's just there. Bro, magpies don't come close to you. Aki's just there chilling. Birds chilling, not scared of us.
So this is you believing like reincarnation and stuff, isn't it?
I guess so. I think it has an element of reincarnation. It was strange, but it was a thing that happened. The same thing happened with Arvin's grandmother, right? So Arvin's grandmother passed, tied the soul. The bird came. Arvin had a pet bird. One day, Arvin woke up, yeah, bird on his arm, magpie. Day after grandma died, deep it. Took a year. They took a whole year to do the prayer, the final prayer, the same one that I did, and then the magpies left. Guess what happened to Arvin's pet magpie, Miku? Yeah, and I could maybe pull up like a video of Mickey, but Mickey's bare cute. Guess what happened to Mickey after the final prayer? Guess. What do you think happened to Mickey after the final prayer? Huh?
He came back.
No, left.
He left.
So Mickey was there for a whole year, and then at the final prayer, which sends Arvin's was it Arvin's grandmother or auntie?
You don't
someone in
go
the
too
family?
detailed because
But-
people ain't gonna have a clue what's going on.
Yeah. But another so one of my cousin's family members passed away. The same thing happened with a magpie, but that magpie got really, really close to my cousin. Really, really close. As in the magpie will go in the car, like to go places and run errands with my cousin. In the morning, the magpie will come in the morning and chill on his arm. Magpies don't do that. Magpies stay far away from humans. So yeah, and then as I said, a year after, when they do the final fire prayer that sends the soul away, the magpie left. So it was interesting, man. It made me crazy believe like Hinduism is real. And then there's animals that are then there's gods that have like animal heads, and then I'm like, right. So
Yeah.
what to believe? I don't know. Difficult, but I just believe in it. Faith. I think faith
It's
gets us
important
through.
regardless.
It's important regardless, bro. Without faith, wow, the world would be corrupt. Without something to believe in, without believing in the unknown, yeah, we'd be tapped. So,
Because otherwise people rely on man-made laws
yep, come on, bro. How can you believe something that's
that another brother made.
yeah, come on, man. I'd rather believe in a thesis with no evidence, because it's low-key fun to do that, and it's low-key nice because when it all gets revealed, wow, come on, bro. Like there's always the element of what if, coming out Marvel series.